Nope.
Right,
and we're live now.
Hey, there we go. About time. A little bit of technical difficulties today.
We're not. No, we're right on time.
Are we right on time?
Yeah.
I might be a minute fast, but neither here nor there. It's okay. We're here today. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing?
I'm great, man. How about yourself?
Good. Have a good week?
Yeah, man. How about yourself?
Hey, man, always have a good week when you can wrap it up on a Sunday with us having a great conversation.
That's right, man. Just sending out this link right now so that our viewers will be able to join us for this exciting new show.
Exciting new show. Love it. Love that idea. Love that idea. I'm just waiting to share it.
All right. We've got it in the group. And we've got it on the fan page.
Hey, the chat works. The chat works right off the top.
Chat is working for
Good
now.
Job. Good job, YouTube.
The thing about that's the thing is it's working for now. Let's see how that works out.
Yeah, good. All right, perfecto. Yeah, so, man, what are we covering today? What are we doing? How's COVID?
First, I guess we should probably talk about the fact that we have a fan page now. So that's going pretty good so far.
Yeah, it's got a little traction out there. It's not too bad.
Yeah, we're up to. Let me just check. I'm looking.
400. We hit 400.
I think we were just hovering under 400, and the.
Well, it's been a week. We did that last Sunday. You did that last Sunday. Well, you did all that great work.
Last Sunday, I said we're gonna make a fan page, and we're gonna try to get as many people on the fan page, but don't leave the group. So we've got 326 in the fan page, and the group has got 450 something. 450 about, yeah, let's say that. So we're catching up on the fan page. We want both to be good, but I think eventually the fan page is gonna. The
fan page is where we're gonna post most content. I like the group. The group I like makes the content, if that makes sense to people.
Yeah, the group page is gonna be where people suggest to us what we should talk about, and it's gonna be a little bit. The group is going to be a little more interactive because that's how Facebook uses it. And the fan page is going to be more of us sending stuff out and pushing stuff for new people and stuff like that. That's Facebook has this weird algorithm, and if you want to promote yourself, you've got to use both tools for what they're used for. So
exactly, might as well use them and do what we do.
Yeah, so that's pretty good though. Our fan page is almost surpassed the group in less than a week, so that's pretty good.
That's because we're getting fans.
That's right.
That's the thing. We get fans now. It's a good time. So you guys, COVID. What are you guys tomorrow? Green, red, yellow?
I think we're red tomorrow.
Red. No gyms.
Yeah, is that it? Well, my gym's in my own house, so.
Hey, not bad at all. Yeah, so you guys are going into the red zone. You're not going into the green.
I believe it's red. I don't know. What do you say?
I don't know.
Doesn't affect my life. I'm going to live my life the exact same way, one way or the other.
I'm in green, so to me it doesn't matter.
We've only got. Oh,
you guys dropped drastically. Like 8 cases or something.
6 or 7 cases, yeah. So we should be in the green, actually, to be honest.
Who's saying you have 6 or 7? Is that the fucking asshole mayor, or is that the health unit?
No, that's the health unit.
Okay.
We don't believe the mayor on this show. Trust me.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's kind of silent on certain issues. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I can defend him anymore. I'm just done with him.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good time, I guess. Yeah, man. You know what? I don't know. I don't really have anything for today's show. I want to get over it. So I want to cover a few things. And what do you got for me today?
I got quite a bit. You
got quite a bit. That means we got a long show. Let's get into it.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you want me to name them off now or what?
No, let's just you roll in and I'll do what I do, and I got what I got. So let's figure out what you got, and I'll see what I got.
Cool. Well, do you want to do mine or yours first? How do you want to do
let's do yours. Let's do yours first.
All mine's from the group, so.
Yeah, okay, so we're all on the same page then. We have the same shit. Let's get at it.
Okay, first story is the last story that was posted in the group chat is Disney Plus has pulled Dumbo, Peter Pan, the Aristocrats from the children's profile.
Yeah, that's not. What's this time you watched Peter Pan?
Not in a while. I did love it as a child. It was probably one of my favorites.
It was one of my favorites as well. Yeah, I want you to go back and give yourself the hour and a half and rewatch that.
There was some stuff that even as a child I was like, this probably is not okay. Like even being like an 8-year-old, I'm like, are they really saying this? Are they really doing this? Like this doesn't seem okay from an 8-year-old's perspective.
Peter Pan was such a cocksucker. Okay. He was the biggest dick.
Yeah.
He's like, he gets Wendy to the island and he brings him with the mermaids. Oh, don't worry, they're just trying to drown you.
What?
Yeah, dude. No, the mermaids are trying to like pull like, oh, she's getting in the water, and he's like, don't worry, they're just trying to drown you. And I'm like,
yeah, oh, that's not cool.
Oh my God.
But what about their portrayal of Native Americans?
What makes the red man red?
Yeah, the red man. That seems to me not totally cool. Like it's even as a kid at 8 years old, I was like,
what was that? That movie was made 32, wasn't it? Like 1932?
Yeah, those movies were made a long time ago. So
women and black people couldn't vote. Wow. I think we've come a far ways.
Yeah, well then that's the thing.
You know what I mean?
We've come a long way. So
that should be a piece of history.
No, what? No, I thought you were going to go the other way with this. I thought you were going to go the other way, but you went the way that I wasn't expecting. It's not that it should be a piece of history.
Yes, it should be.
We've come a long way, so we don't need to have that in our culture anymore because we've come a long way.
No, okay, we're on the same page here. Like, this is how far we've come. Yeah. It's a piece of history. We don't delete it. We're just going to say this is a piece of history. Well, like, no, look how far we've come.
And that's okay. So we got two conversations there. I'm saying that it's okay to change things to make them appropriate to the society that we live in today, as opposed to the society that they were made in. I think that's fine. What do you think of that,
dude? I just get so frustrated.
Why?
With this whole shit, dude.
Well, I have a feeling you're going to get frustrated throughout this show.
No, I already know I'm angry about everything. Yeah. The wife got me fired up before I even started. You got me fired up. I fired myself up. Everybody's getting me fired up today. No, here's the fucking deal, man. When was Peter Pan made? Like, I'm just going to use Peter Pan as an example.
Let's get our facts straight. When was Peter Pan by Disney made? I'm going to Google that. Peter Pan Disney, 1953. So, yeah.
1950 fucking 3. Yeah. Okay. So some kids, 53, we'll go to 50, we'll go to 45. What is that? 8 years. 8 years before, we're fighting a fucking world war. And these were kids. They were 16, 17, 18. They watched all the atrocities in the world. And then they come back and then Disney makes these movies. Like, that's how long ago it was. We were sending children to war. We should not cancel this. We should say, look how far we've come. Some of it's offensive. Absolutely. Like the songs in it, everything is offensive. To me, I'm just like, just stop being babies. Like, but, it's not going to hurt you.
Okay, never mind. If you feel that it's offensive, wouldn't it be a good idea to not impose that on people?
I'm not imposing it. It's literally there. You have to click on it. I'm not imposing it. You click on it. That's what happens.
Yeah. Well, the other caveat that I have to point out that a lot of people missed on this is it's not being removed from Disney Plus entirely. It's just being removed from the children's section of Disney Plus. So if someone wants to show it to their children with parental guidance, they can still do that.
All right, that's why it's rated PG, parental guidance.
I think these are all rated G, aren't they?
There's no way.
They're cartoons.
Peter Pan's rated G.
They're cartoons.
Dude, but like people don't understand Disney. They made like one a year, one every couple of years, and they made them dark. They made them like films.
Yeah.
They're great. They're greatly done pieces of art.
They're greatly done pieces of art, absolutely, but that doesn't mean they're PG.
No, I understand that, but like you're not forcing it on anybody. If it's there, all you're doing is basically you have to click it.
Yeah, like, no, I'm not. You're not forcing it on anyone. But the point that I was trying to make is since this comes from a culture and a time when things were different, it might be wise to edit it in a way or control that area that we don't want to be part of our culture anymore.
Fucking potato head, now fucking Peter fucking Pan. Man,
like I said on last week's show, was Mr. Potato Head ever not transgender?
Listen, all I know is Potato Head had a strap on in the 80s. The guy was ahead of his time. It was amazing.
All I'm saying is you got the potato, right? It's got the girl eyes. You take them off, you put the boy eyes on, it's a boy. You take the boy eyes off and put the girl eyes on, and the kid, it's a fucking
literally, man.
So
literally,
it's
doesn't
been
fucking
a transgender icon for all of these years, and nobody knew it. It's just come out of the closet about it these days.
I don't understand. I just give up, man.
You just give up.
Like pretty soon I'm going to have to cancel electricity because it's going to offend the people from fucking 1,000 years ago didn't have electricity.
Gonna have to cancel soy sauce because it's got some kind of Asian
connotation. Correct. God, that is delicious stuff, though. That's
a quote from one of our classic shows that I'd invite any of our new viewers to go back and check out.
Yes, sir. Exactly. So Peter Pan, are you offended by Peter Pan?
Am I offended by Peter Pan? I'm white, so no. I mean, that's the bottom line, is I'm not native, so...
Oh, Mr. I'm white over here. Wow. Just pushing your color on everybody.
I'm not pushing my color on everybody.
Pushing your color. But scream it out. I'm a white male.
As a straight white male, perhaps I'm not allowed to be offended.
Dude, we cannot say that on the internet. That'll get us canceled. We're not even allowed to exist anymore.
I think you just have to acknowledge your privilege before you start deciding whether or not people can be offended by something.
Oh, yes, exactly. I have privilege. Mm-hmm. I went to Harvard. I went to all these medical schools.
You don't have to go to Harvard to have privilege, man.
Dude, we didn't have privilege.
Sure we did. We had the privilege of not being susceptible to racism, to sexism, things like that.
We still see racism, though.
Sure,
we hung out with natives. And we've seen racism. And we got stopped by the police when we just were walking on the road at the age of 16 because we were white males. We didn't grow up with privilege. We
absolutely did, because those things were happening to those people all of the time. We only experienced this secondhand when we were around them.
No, but we don't know. We get stopped all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Stopped all the time? How do we get stopped all the time?
By the police.
Do you think you get stopped more than...
when we were kids. No, when we were kids.
Sure.
Not now. Sure. Privilege now? Yeah, okay, I guess. I just treat everybody equally, so I don't understand the issues. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter to me if you're white, brown, black, whatever.
But that's the thing is, it's good that you don't treat people differently, I suppose, and it is good. But yeah, you should acknowledge that some people are treated differently by the rest of the world.
Correct. I agree with you 100% on that. And I do agree. I agree that some people have it a lot worse than we do. Yeah. And I want to fix that, and we've got to fix that, but we need to have the right answers. We don't want to continually repeating the cycle. Somebody's got to break the cycle.
Yeah, that's the issue. I agree. So what I'm saying, though, the reason I bring up I'm white is because this is something that's offensive to Native Americans. So I don't really have a say. I don't have a
we don't have a horse. Yeah, we don't have a horse in that race.
I don't get to say whether it's offensive.
If it's offensive to those guys, then it's offensive to those guys, and we have to deal with it, right? Like it's an uncomfortable conversation you have to have, but you have to have it.
It's like when your friend says, "Hey, man, I don't like it when you say that kind, when you call me this nickname or whatever. That offends me." You don't get to tell them, well, too fucking bad. You got to go, oh, that's them.
Sometimes,
they don't like that.
Sometimes I say, that's too bad. You're getting that nickname.
That's not nice. Although I will say that was our strategy in high school, is we would make fun of somebody.
Jabroni, I don't like that name. Too bad, Jabroni, that's your name.
Well, that's not true. Jabroni said he liked that name. Remember, Jabroni wouldn't tell us his name, so we said, we'll call you Jabroni until you tell us your name. And he never did. And he said, good, I like being called Jabroni. And that was when we liked him. And that was our strategy in high school, is if we saw a kid who didn't seem to have a lot of friends, we'd tease him. And if he fucking laughed and joked and thought it was cool, he was part of the gang. And if he got mad and said, fuck you guys, nobody makes fun of me, we go, okay, well, we all make fun of each other, so you don't fit in with us then.
Exactly. Yeah, we see a guy. You know what? That's true. If there was a geek guy, if there was a guy who was a little just out of his own, out of the group. Yeah. And we would go like, Barry Lincoln, you're a shed, you're grade 9, you're a shed kid. He literally stood in the shed. He stood in the shed for 10 minutes. I'm like, get out. Just come with us.
You're like, I just like people being friendly to me. I'm happy you guys will talk to me. And we're like, you're in the group.
That's it, Barry Lincoln. Nobody knew his name. I can't even remember.
I thought his name was Barry Lincoln.
No, his name was not Barry Lincoln. We made that name up for him. But
all
like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of guys we always were.
Yeah,
with the cancel thing, man, we don't, like you said, we don't have a horse in that race. So I mean, to me, it's if it offends you, fine, but you can avoid it.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't like going to Eastside Mario's. I don't go to Eastside Mario's.
Eastside Mario's, it's delicious.
Why don't you come to my house? I'll give you all you can eat bread.
Nice. Okay.
Salad.
Okay.
I'll make the shittiest pasta you're ever gonna eat.
Well, I like the pasta from Eastside Mario's.
Nobody likes the pasta. Nobody ever said, I want this. I want the linguine, the chicken linguine. Nobody's ever said that. They go, I go for the drinks and the free bread. And
I don't drink. And I got bread at my house. I go for the pasta.
Yeah, you're probably the only one.
What?
You're probably the only one.
So what is your point about Eastside? Are they fucking racist now or what?
But I don't go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't go. Like, people go, I say, oh, fuck, I don't want to go. I'm not going to go. I just avoid it. Like, I can see it. I see the commercials. I drive by it. I go, I'm just not going to go. It doesn't offend me. I just think it's a shitty restaurant. So I just don't go.
So there's nothing offensive about Eastside? We're just saying we don't like that restaurant?
Exactly. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is that you can avoid things you don't like.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
I get you. Okay, all right.
That's what I'm saying. Just avoid it. Who cares?
If you don't like something, just avoid it. Okay, I can get on board with that.
Don't start crying, pissing, and moaning.
Don't ruin it for everybody else who likes to enjoy the racism.
Hey, you like Eastside Mario's, man. So I mean, hey, if you like Eastsides, that's you. You go ahead. That's it.
All right, so let's go to the next story.
Let's go to the next story.
Dr. Seuss is racist.
Okay. What is racist? Is there green eggs that are pissed off? Is there ham that is pissed off?
No, there are racist images and wording in his books.
Like, have people figured out that the Grinch is a pedophile and he lured?
What? The Grinch is not a pedophile.
Dude, he lured.
Those are harsh words to say about the Grinch. Is one of my favorite fucking shows.
Dude, he lured a little girl into his cave. You can't do that.
Is this what?
Cindy Lou didn't he? Maybe I'm not watching the same movie as you are.
I don't know.
Didn't Cindy Lou go up to the cave and then get him to come back to Whoville with everything? So he invited a child into his cave. I don't know if that's a prop. I don't know if you can do that now. I think police would be involved. But we're good.
But he didn't. Okay, that's not how.
So who's mad? Is it thing one and thing two?
Who's mad is interesting because this is something that the Dr. Seuss Enterprises, they decided to do of their own volition. They said, you know what, these cartoons are offensive, and we're just going to pull them out on our own volition.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really hope nobody watches Bugs Bunny.
Because Bugs Bunny has some racism in it.
A ton of racism.
Oh well.
But okay, you know what? Fuck it. If the company understands and does it, here's what I want the company to do. Whatever race you think you've pissed off, donate money to their fucking charities.
Okay, that's an interesting point.
Don't go, hey, listen. I made money on the back of you, of racism on you. I gotta give money to whatever. Now I want to say the Asians weren't mad, but they were mad. I don't know. I think there was
the Asians were the one that's being featured in a lot of these stories about. There's a man who wears a hat. I think they comment on something about his eyes.
So if you're not Asian, have nothing to do. Don't even go near that. Because Uncle Ben with rice, he's racist. You know what? I'm not going to get Uncle Ben.
But what if but if I'm white, okay? As we've said on this show a second ago.
How many times are you going to show your privilege today, man? You fucking tell me.
Okay, but I'm not allowed to be offended for somebody else if they say that they don't like this?
I think it's our right to be offended. We can't be offended. We have to stand up for them. Does that make sense?
That's fair. Okay.
I'll stand in front of them and shield them from the shit they're going to take. That's what I would do.
Okay.
But what I'm saying,
a second ago, you were saying if you're not the race that's featured, you don't.
I got nothing to say, but I will stand in front of them if they're being oppressed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you feel like I can't say, oh yeah, it's this. It's like, no, okay, I understand. I'll stand either with you on your side or in front of you, so you don't take so much shit. Do you know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. That's how we have to be. We're a society. We're a society in a world. We have to understand that there are sensitive people out there, but we also have to understand our own mistakes. And we've made the mistakes, right? Like, we've made those mistakes ourselves. Like, no, we haven't made them.
Well,
but like
our past
has made them.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure collectively we can fix it.
So that's what the Dr. Seuss Enterprises is doing, is they're looking at these books and they're saying, in the context of whatever years they were made, quite a long time ago, a lot of these Dr. Seuss books are very old, some even going back to like the 40s, I believe. They're saying they were okay for that time, but we're not in that time anymore, and they're not okay for now.
No, I can understand that. I really, honestly, I can say, you know what? Back in the time, it made sense, and that's how it was. Okay. Now that's not correct now. So now it's we got to fix that problem. I think we're grasping at straws right now for the cancel culture.
You think you're grasping at straws for this? Why do you say that?
It seems now everybody's doing it.
Everybody is doing it, but you don't think that this is a valid case with Dr. Seuss?
That's kind of a valid case. It really honestly is. Because the way they drew them were a bit racist, right? Like the same, you know what I mean? So it was like, they just depicted one picture and it all kind of went the same way. But we were in a different time back then, man. Like literally, like if it was made in 40, what year in 40 do you know the one book was made?
I don't know the dates of the actual books.
Was it early 40s or late 40s?
I don't know the dates of the books. I'm saying some of them go as far back as that.
Let's just use 1950 as like it came out in 1950. Dude. Yeah. 6 years before, they were burned. They were bombed. They were attacked at Pearl Harbor by the Japanese. They're coming out of war. Like you know what I mean? Like some of their brothers are, their brothers are dead and all this stuff. They were really racist because they were like, no, you attacked me. I hate you. I'm going to make sure that's it, right?
But that's not okay. Like we've experienced attacks in our lifetime, September 11th, and it's not okay to be prejudiced towards, people of Muslim or.
No, you're absolutely correct. But what we've learned is that, like, if you look back at those wars, they start writing things down. They had videos and things of that nature. We've learned that looking back at World War II, Germany's an ally now. Yeah. Japan's an ally. You know what I mean?
So like with Japan,
yeah. So the small group of bitches, of terrorist scum that did that act of terrorism, together as a world in our lifetime, that's as close as we've ever been. We were all unified. Back then, we were all unified to get who did that, and we attacked them and did it. We were close. We also understood that I'm not racist towards any type of religion.
But there was a rise in racism after September 11th towards Muslims.
I understand that, but that was more American based than us, right?
What I'm saying is that you're saying that after World War II there was a rise in racism, and we have to understand that. What I'm saying is I've experienced a similar thing in my lifetime, and I wasn't okay with it.
No, you and I are on the same page. But so we're not going to start canceling. How do I say that? We didn't cancel anything. We kind of defended. A lot of people defended them as well, right? Because we knew that, like, not all of them. They're peaceful. For the most part, they're a peaceful person. They're a peaceful people. I want to say. So I'm with you, man. It wasn't right what people did to them, and it wasn't right back then. But Dr. Seuss coming out and saying we're no longer printing these books, just printing. We're not, like, if people got all mad, they're not printing them anymore.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Well,
we're literally in the year 2021. 21. And 21, dude. We
kind of skipped the last one. I don't blame you for messing that up.
Yeah, it's like 2020. No, but like they're not printing them. Okay, good for you guys. Like, you guys literally are doing a good thing.
So another thing I want to point out is that Dr. Seuss has had projects that he's done that aren't books, such as ads, and he exploited. They were racist, like extremely racist.
The time in America, and I'm going to say America.
I don't think that's an excuse. That's not an excuse.
Dude, you need to go back and listen to presidents speak about black people.
I understand, but I think that
the
mark of a good man is that the world will not change him, that he is a good man no matter what.
It is true. And to me back then, the lack of education really
I think you should know that you treat people right, you know? It's
the way they were raised. We have more education now than probably a doctor in the 20s.
I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
I'm not more educated than a doctor in the 20s, even though I know that they were telling people to do cocaine to.
Well, that's it. I don't know how you feel. I'm a little cold. Cocaine. All right. You know, Adam, what I'm saying is that we have an understanding of things we can't do anymore.
Yes.
Like we cannot. We don't have separate bathrooms. Well, we do like men's and women's, but that's even getting torn down now.
Even that's not happening. There's a lot of places where that's not going on anymore.
Yeah,
with the times, Jean-Marc.
Just wash your hands. Stand up, sit down to pee. I don't care. Wash your hands. That's all I'm asking. I don't care. And don't stare too long. That's all I'm asking. Take a peek and don't stare too long.
All right, so we're deep into cancel culture. What do you say? Are we okay with Dr. Seuss, or are we're not happy with Dr. Seuss on this one?
I don't really care.
You don't care. You have a child. Are you going to read your child Dr. Seuss books? Ones that aren't racist, though.
Sam I Am, Green Eggs and Ham. I don't know how the fuck those things go, but yeah, I can barely read now. You want me to? The wife's going to read. I'm not going to read it all.
Jean-Marc is going to come out of having a child like more literate. It's like, holy shit, these books are great.
Look at this. He's reading to me. The 3-year-old kid is reading to me. I'm learning stuff today. No.
Jeez.
I'm
sorry, Jean-Marc. I feel bad for making that joke or joking around with you about that.
Well, no, it's okay because you're white. So we understand that you got Don't you said it, amen. You're a white male.
No, that doesn't make it okay.
It makes it okay for you to make fun of me because I'm a fat white guy. No, I understand. That's okay.
No, that makes it worse. That makes it less okay.
It's okay, man. I have friends. It's called nobody. No, Adam. Do we have anything else on the cancel culture? Because I've got
a lot on cancel culture.
Continue on because at the end when we're done, I want to say something that'll kind of maybe mind blow you a little bit.
Okay, well I've got one more story, and then there's one more that I don't know a whole lot about, but they're both cancel culture.
Let's do it.
One actually I think I might have sent to you. So did you notice a change in Amazon's logo in the last couple of days?
Okay, I did.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Okay, so
we gotta let the audience know what we're talking about before we get too into
Amazon. If you guys are watching right now on your phone and you have Amazon, the app is updated. Have a peek at the app. Now the app looks like, and once I looked at it, I had to stop, and then you sent me the link. Mm-hmm. App looks like Hitler. It's got a little Hitler mustache.
Well, the thing is, the one that's on your phone right now is an updated one that's not supposed to look like Hitler. They folded the mustache a little bit so it doesn't look like Hitler.
Oh, dude! Hang on, I'm gonna turn my brightness down so you guys can see it. Please don't make fun of the other apps I have, my friends. Let's see if we can see that. I gotta figure out how to do that. There it is. It's right there.
It's on the left side. It's pretty blurry. If you move your finger, it'll be easier to see because it might focus on it. Hold your phone still for a second, and
you know what? It's okay. Anyways, guys, what we're saying is it looked like a little Hitler. I stopped for a minute because I've got a couple of history apps, and I was like, "Oh, they went full Hitler."
So let me describe it for those that can't see it. Basically, you know the little arrow that goes from A to Z on Amazon, that is still there. The arrow is still there, and it sort of mimics a bit of a smile, and then above it, they have a box that I guess is supposed to represent a parcel, although it's blue or purple. I can't tell because I'm colorblind. But what color is it? Do you know?
Blue.
It's a blue. So there's a blue square above it. And a lot of people are saying that the combination of the square which looks like a mustache, and the smile looks like Hitler grinning at them every time they buy a package from Amazon.
That's awesome.
It's not awesome.
That is awesome.
It's not awesome. I mean, at first I was like, what are we talking about? This is crazy. Then I look at it and I'm like, holy shit, it looks like Hitler.
Dude, once I looked at it, I was like, holy fuck, it looks like, and then you sent me that, I'm like, oh shit. I looked again, I'm like, ha, it is Hitler. I'm like, do we not have PR departments, especially for fucking Amazon, that look shit up? And then there's a guy, the backup PR guy, and a backup PR guy that looks at these fucking things and says no?
At some point, there's got to be like a quality control that looks at it and says, yeah, no, that's not going to happen or whatever. That looks like Hitler.
Dude, they need the Amazon fire that PR guy. Get the one from the UFC last night, who I thought was amazing.
So what I want to say though is the first one, it had kind of a squiggle to the mustache, what made it look more like a mustache. They've squared it off a lot more. Actually, you know what? I guess what it's supposed to look like is tape on the end of a box. So it had the zigzag edge.
Yeah.
And that made it look like a mustache very much below with the smile underneath it. They've updated it to be more of a squared off look with a corner folded up, sort of like dog-eared up. I don't know what that's even supposed to be. Is that supposed to be tape that's someone's not good with tape? Like, anyway, I think that
dude, we just literally talked for like 30 minutes about cancel culture from shit from the fucking 30s and 40s. Yeah. Amazon, that fucking dumb?
And Amazon chooses Hitler as their logo. Hitler's their new fucking mascot. Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest. Are you mad at this, really, though? Are you really mad at this?
No,
I'm not mad at this. They didn't want it. This is not... I don't think there's anyone in the world that's going, holy shit, they did this to promote Hitler. No, they just did a shitty design that kind of reminds everybody of Hitler.
Let me ask you this question. Do you work with kids between the ages of 18 and 22 at all?
No.
Okay, I do. That's like my demographic for work. Some of them don't know what the Holocaust is. Some of them don't know who Hitler is.
Wow.
You want to know why? Because
dumb kids.
No, because they're stopping the education of September 11th.
Oh.
And going a little bit back. They're not learning about shit we learned about in school.
So you think that one of them designed this?
No, like wish one of my kids would do that. That means they'd be rich and they would be able to give me a job.
I don't think your kids who are too dumb to know what the Holocaust is are going to be rich anytime.
But if they're not taught it, they're not going to learn it. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like they're probably just not paying attention in school. But
so I bet you this kid, maybe. I bet you this kid who made that little logo.
Yeah. Didn't know what the Holocaust was.
Didn't even fucking think of Hitler. Now, what if they want to put a spin on that and said it's to Jeff Bezos' favorite actor, Charlie Chaplin?
That's great.
He just takes a fucking spin and he just throws it around.
I don't think it matters, man. Like, Hitler's got that one on lockdown. That's the Hitler look.
Hang on. Going with Amazon. Hilarious you said that. Jeff Bezos is buying a football team. You don't care about the football team, but it comes with council culture.
Is there Hitler on the football team?
No, it is the Washington football team that used to be the Redskins.
Oh, okay. So he's doubling down on racism is what you're saying.
Yes, sir. He may bring back the Redskins.
Not a good move. Now I'm noticing a pattern. Before it was like, oh, this is just
that's
an accidental.
That's why when you said that, when you sent me that, and I looked at it, I go, fucking Hitler. Then he goes, he wants to buy the Washington football team.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, all right, yeah. But Jeff Bezos is so rich, he could buy every major sports league in North America, and he wouldn't even see it.
Yeah, could you imagine if they canceled Amazon and he just didn't
give a fuck?
If Jeff Bezos,
we're on Amazon's accounts.
If they were just like, we're gonna ban you from ever making a single dollar again, he'd just laugh. He'd just go to his mansions and laugh.
He's Lex Luthor. Like he's full Messier. He probably has a big fucking tower on top of a hill, and he's just an asshole.
Yeah, I guess if he wanted to be fucking racist, he could just afford to be. So it's good that he's changing his logo. I'm going to be honest, though. I think it's time for a complete revamp because it's It's not much different. You know, you didn't even notice it changed, I don't think.
I noticed what on Amazon?
Yeah, is it a different? Like you didn't even notice.
Yeah.
You're like, that does look like Hitler.
No, I noticed.
You noticed it looked like Hitler, but what I'm saying is the one on yours, is it zigzag, like a zigzag on the bottom?
It's got the little cut in the one corner.
That's the update. That's the non-Hitler looking one.
What happened? What happened? Like, did the fucking allies come in and just kind of cut off side of his mustache? Like, that's all that happened.
They groomed him slightly and did a bit of a prank on one of the corners, right?
Like, we got him trim up some part of his beard, and then you give him a little trim. Fuck that. Dude, listen, I love Amazon.
Yeah.
I love ordering shit and it's here a day later. I love that. I love that idea.
I love Amazon Prime.
I love Amazon Prime too as well, or I love it as well. But dude, he probably doesn't even know about the app. Like the owner, Bezos, doesn't.
I'm sure he knows.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think Bezos is into that. Like he's such a busy guy. I don't know if he's into that.
So what do you agree with me though that they're going to have to do a complete revamp on this?
Fuck yeah!
The slight change, like, listen, I'm not offended by this. I think it's stretching. I think sure, it kind of does remind me of Hitler, but I don't think anybody intentionally designed it to look like Hitler. However, if Amazon's going, whoa, we got to put a stop to this, they did a shitty job.
So I'm gonna just back Amazon a little bit here.
Okay.
Coming to America 2 with Eddie Murphy. Not that I'm plugging for Eddie Murphy. Came out. Eddie Murphy did an interview and saying that they had to hire white actors. It was the whole cast was black. They're like, fuck, go find white people. They had to go find white people. So Eddie Murphy told Amazon, no, we need white people in here. So Eddie Murphy had to tell them in our city hall, said, we need white people.
Huh.
So Amazon is trying their best to make an all-black movie, but with a Hitler mustache. I don't dude.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Is the guy who made the front of that app, is he fired yet?
Is he fired? Listen, man, I don't know if that guy's fired, but whoever fucking revamped it, that guy should be.
Listen, man. No,
I don't think.
You know what? You know what happened? I would do that. So this is how it would be. You and I doing that fucking app, the front of it, and I go, oh, put a little box here, a little stag, and they go, it's your Hitler mustache, and then you would go, you little fucking trolling son of a bitch, and you go, I'm just gonna cut off half of it. Fuck JM, fuck that guy, and you just laugh. And you'd be like, "Oh, that was JM's original thing. Like I didn't know what else."
Well, it'd be more like you'd put it out in public, and public would be back, like they'd be mad about it, and then they'd give it to me to fix it, and I'd go, "Oh yeah, I'll fix it," and then I'd do exactly like you said, and be like, "It looks nothing like a mustache. Let's go to court and argue. Somebody try and tell me the other one. I get it. Okay, we updated it. You can tell it looks nothing like a mustache now."
No, it's a stamp. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know. Yeah, no, to me, yeah.
Are you mustache blind? Who has a folded corner on their mustache? That's not Hitler.
Coming next week, folded mustache. No, exactly. It mind blows me. But really, guys, really, you know what? If that graphic designer is fired and you happen to hear this, give us a call. We need one.
Yes.
We need a graphic designer. We don't want a Hitler mustache, but we need a graphic designer. So if you are watching this and you're a graphic designer, you got fired from Amazon, give us a call. We need a graphic designer.
Although I think that he's probably outside of our price range if he's working for Jeff Bezos. Just throwing that one out there.
You know what? Probably, but help out a white guy. Adam's a white guy. Adam is a white guy. He's a white guy right there.
What are you talking about? Don't
say that. He said it fucking 3 times. He's white.
Are you trying to entice people to work for us because of the color of our skin?
No, he's white. He's white. I don't identify as anything. I don't identify as anything.
I don't back up what John Mark is saying at this point. He speaks independently and he's of his own volition.
My own volition? You're the one who just said you were white.
I did say that in the context that I don't have any
5 times already.
I don't have any right to comment on racial issues because I'm white, is what I said.
I am just ensuring that people understand that you are a white male.
But you're doing it in a way, I don't like the way that you're doing it, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so I won't do it. He's not a white male anymore. What are you identifying as today?
That's not how that works. I don't identify as anything.
You don't identify as anything at all. You walk me down this dark, dark hallway, my friend.
I don't want to.
Welcome to my nightmare.
I'm not making fun of people identifying. Listen, do you think transracial is a thing? Do you believe in that? That you can just identify as a different race and pretend you're that race?
Nope. No.
Okay. So then why are you trying to get me to identify something other than what I was born as?
I don't know. I don't know. You know what, man? Let's move on before that little comment.
So now you're part of the cancel culture because you're trying to cancel the transracial movement.
Yes. I'm not going to lie to you. If you are white and you get a spray tan, you do not get to identify as black. Fair deal.
I agree.
We're good. There you go. You want to cancel me over that? Cancel me. What else do you have for me, Slick?
Well, the last one, I didn't get a chance to read this article, so I don't have a whole lot of research, but one of our favorite people who watches the show, someone that you know well, posted that people want Grease banned for misogyny.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait, you know what, man?
So remind me, what's the plot of Grease that's so misogynistic? Because I haven't seen it in the
Summer Lovin'.
Summer Lovin'.
So fast.
They're allowed to love each other.
Summer Lovin' had me a splash.
Yeah.
What's
sexist about that?
Well, the whole that fucking song is bad.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it's like,
I don't recall. I've seen Grease. I don't remember it.
Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. I'm going to watch it. As I sang some of it, I'm going to have to watch it now and double down on it.
Mark, once again, puts his musical taste on display on this show.
Once again, you're going to make fun of me because I like Grease. You know what, white male? I'm done with you criticizing my fucking goddamn like in music.
Okay.
Why don't you come on over here and hand jive? I don't remember how it goes, but I know there's a hand jive in there. Listen.
You asked me for a hand job?
That's what the song kind of, you know what? Adam, you know what? That's a great question. That is actually in Grease. It's hand jive. It's supposed to, as a hand job, it's supposed to go off. Yes, absolutely. Grease is a misogynistic movie. It absolutely is.
Why?
Because it was made supposed to be in the 50s, and there's cars, there's women, there's men hacking darts, there's music about cars, music about did it get very far, tell me more, dropping out of school, all kinds of shit that now is too sensitive. Olivia Newton-John in the tightest pair of pants. The pants were so tight they had to sew her into them before the scene. That's the kind of girl.
I don't think anybody's got a problem with that.
I still love Olivia Newton-John. I think the movie was good.
Yeah.
Like it was high school hijinks. That's all it was.
I agree. I'm trying to look. I'm looking at the article. It has a terrible message, doesn't it? Grease is on. It's a really terrible message, doesn't it? Watching Grease, my favorite film, and it's so of its time, misogynistic, sexist, and a bit rapey. Was it rapey? I don't recall it being rapey.
Yeah, I guess it could be rapey. Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to think. Well, fucking last time I watched Grease, probably 10 years ago.
I don't recall it being rapey. I recall he pursued her, but
he was a little aggressive on the pursuit of happiness.
Okay. I didn't, like I said, I haven't seen it in years. So,
listen, these guys, here's what I can remember. These guys were like the car guys, like the greasers, if you would.
Sure.
And they were like, "Hey, did you get this guy?" And then John Travolta's character on the summer, because sometimes in the summertime you would go somewhere. You'd be gone for a month or 2 months or whatever in the summertime, and he met this girl. Then this girl moved to the same town and said, "Oh, Danny Zuko," and they do a song. They meet. It was a bit aggressive, but not that bad. There was misogynist in it. There was also a lot of female misogyny in it. They had the pink ladies or their little clique or whatever the hell they were. To me, dude, I don't know. It's a good movie. I don't know. It's a movie. That's my problem. Is I'm having a hard time with. It's a movie. Who cares?
Look, man. I'm okay with if something is. If something's rapey, I'm okay with calling them out for it. I have no problem with that. I haven't seen Grease in a while, and I don't remember it being rapey. If somebody could tell me why the fuck it's rapey, I might get on board with it. If it's fucking sexist and misogynist, I don't see it. I don't remember it.
Give me a second. Okay, so Kaneki and Rizzo were kind of dating. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm trying to think of a rapey thing. There was really nothing too rapey about it. And maybe I'm seeing it wrong.
I'm reading some of the comments on Twitter, and they're saying that it's homophobic because all the couples are heterosexual couples. It's not homophobic. That's not how that works. That's not right. I'm not on board with this. I think I'm turning the other way on cancel culture on this story, at least.
Who gives a fuck?
I agree. Well, I mean, look, if it's something rapey in the movie, I agree, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, like if she had a couple of pints and he threw her over the shoulder and then rolled her into the back seat and start making out with her. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm with Adam on this one. Let's get in there and punch that guy. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it. Like, let's get ready.
But we've got a comment from Rob, who's always very insightful. Rob Proto, who we've had on this show. I think the problem was one line, and it's the line that you mentioned. Tell me more, tell me more. Did she put up a fight?
Yes.
Oh, that does sound bad. I mean, I guess. Did she put up a fight?
Oh, dude, like
I think it's a poor choice of words, to be honest.
The wording was bad, but it goes with the song.
Okay.
Because you're seeing both sides of the story.
You don't want to break up that poetic rhythm.
No. It shows a perfect view of what a man says and what a female says to her friends.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I come back to you and you go, hey, Jam, how was she? Hey, she was great, boys. She did this and this, and her this is this. And she goes to her friends and goes, man, he was such a gentleman. He put the sweater around me. We didn't go too far. Gave me a kiss. I'm like, boys, I did this and this and that, this. And you're like, oh, yeah, he's the man. And she's like, he was really like this. And that's how I kind of was. I was real nice.
He was sweet. And we were nice. He's funny and he's cute. And the guys are going, then we fucking got it on. Woo!
You know exactly what I mean today, Andrews. Woo! What's all we did was we just got it on.
But but to bring it back home, the word "did she put up a fight"? That's a little bit rapey, but
not really. Because Adam, have you ever? Let's talk about this. Have you ever like tried to woo a girl? Like a girl kind of like DM'd you, or you asked, you got the balls up. And you ask for the number, she slides you the digits, and you have to woo that girl.
I've pursued women, yes.
Good. As a white male, I would imagine you would have.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that, to me, you start dating, hey, man, how did you do that? You know what I mean? Did you put up a fight? And you're like, no, you know what? Like, it was kind of just a mutual thing. It was conversation, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? That she put up a fight, to me, was like, did you get her right off the hop? Yeah. Or did she put up that fight? You know what I mean? Like you just hit somebody and you click.
I agree 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, did you get very far? And then they asked, like, did you get very far? Hey, boy, I got all the way. And she was like, he was so nice. We splashed in the sun, you know? That's what it is. It's like, did you put up a fight? Or was it like right away summer loving? Because this is what it is, right? Summer loving had me a blast.
Yeah.
Both sides. And then it's, did you put up a fight, or was it like you hit it off and then you just ran off into the sunset?
So I think the phrase, did you put up a fight? I think the word fight has different contexts. I think what they might be asking is just, was she, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to say it without sounding creepy, but I think we all know what it means.
Literally though, like, did she put up a fight? Like, I've dated women before that where it's like, hey, let's go out. All right. Then it's like, you start hanging out, maybe a text message, hey, you want to grab a drink? Yeah, all right. Then you're like, just put up a fight. You're like, yeah, a bit of a fight. Like, but like, I wasn't like, when I say a little bit of a fight, like, it's the summer loving is the name of the song. Like, did she put up a fight? Yeah, she put up a little bit, like we were splashing around having a good time, but like it was summer loving.
And I think the most important part of this, and you kind of already brought it up, is there is a bit of slut shaming in it, I guess, later on in the movie. But at the time,
slut shaming for who?
Okay, at the time when they're going, did she put up a fight? You could see the juxtaposition of her version of it, and she's like, "We had a really good time."
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Is that when she goes back and tells her friends? So, and if there's women watching today, women, this is how it happens. Women go and tell their friends their side of the story, which usually is 100% correct.
All I'm saying is when they ask, did she put up a fight? I mean, that's a bit of a weird question, but when you hear her version of it, she didn't feel like she had to fight anyone off. She felt like she had a really good time.
Yeah, because he was splashing around. I don't understand. Dude, I don't understand. Like I said earlier, we're grasping at straws.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that people are just reading into that one line a little bit too much, and I don't think there's anything there. I'm not a big fan of Grease. I probably will continue to not watch it, but not because of anything that this story has told me.
Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. There's probably people watching Grease right now.
You're watching Grease right now?
Well, I wish I was watching Grease right now. I'd be too distracted. But tell me more, tell me. Start singing us tune, start dancing, having a good time. Listen, Adam, I got one more cancel culture. If you don't have it, I'm going to say it.
Sure.
Eminem. Back in the news.
Wow, what a fucking surprise. Eminem.
Gen Z got him for a fucking tune he did with Rihanna a couple of years ago.
I heard
they want Eminem canceled.
Yeah, I heard this and it was so ridiculous I didn't bother to bring it up.
They want to bring it up.
They want him because of the line he says with Rihanna, if she tries to leave again, I'm going to tie her to the bed and light this whole fucking place on fire.
Now, Rihanna, I'm not going to lie to you, friend of the show.
She's been featured on our show in the past, yes.
She's a friend of mine. Okay. Because of that goddamn underboob. I was watching that video just today.
Yeah.
God, she's gorgeous. Still gorgeous. Always gorgeous. I love her. Listen, man, we grew up in a different time.
Yeah, we did.
Our parents grew up with the Stones, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, 80s, like when we were born in the 80s, Motley Crue, our parents in the 20s, like girls, about a strip club.
Listen, man, all that's great, but I'm going to say any line from Eminem is way worse than any of that.
Dude, you picked that one? Okay, let's go back. Hi, kids. Do you like violence? Do you want to see me stick 9-inch nails between each one of my eyelids?
You know what's the weird thing about that? What's the weird thing about that is I was checking it out on YouTube the other day, and that's the censored version. The uncensored version is, hey kids, do you like Primus? Which I thought was going to be the censored version, but do you like violence is the uncensored version on YouTube.
No, it's the other way.
That's what I thought it was, but when I looked
up, because the Much Music one was, hi kids, do you like Primus? Do you want to see me? I don't even remember how the fuck that one goes.
Yeah, but apparently that's the uncensored version.
Somebody on YouTube has fucked us.
Maybe they fucked it up. I don't know, but
listen, man. Let me ask you a question. If you want to be my lover, you have to get with my friends.
Again, back to Jean-Marc's terrible music taste.
You know what that song is, though. You know what that song is. Like I was trying to think in my head. I'm like, every song has something from when we were kids. There's something wrong with it. They literally have to take out the 90s.
Listen, man, I'm going to give you credit for trying, but you're grasping at straws here. There is no question. There is no fucking question that Eminem's lyrics are offensive. There's no fucking question. The question is whether or not he gives a fuck if these people care.
No, this is the reason why I wanted to bring it up. Eminem just released a new song.
Okay.
I listened to the song. It's about Gen Z trying to cancel him, and he's like, fuck you. And people tried to cancel him before. Here's what I'm thinking, Adam, and I kind of want you to think, just open your mind for 1 second.
Sure.
If you were having a hard time selling a product,
yeah,
whatever your product may be, and there is some way you can turn that into cancel culture, would you not do it to sell that product?
You think that the controversy increases sales?
It does. Controversy creates cash. We know this. We've seen it.
Sometimes, but sometimes it can dampen your sales.
Right behind me.
Yeah.
Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
Aunt Jemima's sales have gone through the fucking roof. Everybody's posting shit about Aunt Jemima now. Everybody's buying her product. Greece.
Have their sales gone up?
Yes, their sales have gone up.
Okay.
Mr. Potato Head. What are we still calling him? Professor Potato Head.
Yeah.
Good call on that one, by the way.
Thank you.
I like that one. Professor Potato Head. Dr. Potato Head, if you would.
No, professor for the alliteration. Anyway, get to the point.
All I'm saying is that if you're having a hard time moving product, just cancel culture it. Mm-hmm. I guarantee. I listen to Eminem songs on Spotify. He's through the roof right now.
I don't think
someone wants to cancel.
Here's the thing. Some people may strategically embrace controversy and cancel culture in order to increase their sales. I think Eminem, I mean, he has courted controversy, but
he's not going anywhere.
I don't think that he had anything to do with triggering this cancel culture, since it's a song from a decade ago.
No, I don't think he has either. But he just came up with a new song really quick, which is kind of weird. But
that's what Eminem does. Whenever somebody disses him or says something about him, within a week, he's like fucking South Park. Within a week, he's got a diss track on the internet about them. So that's not surprising. I'm gonna have to hit that one up because I like Eminem diss tracks. But
I do. I like Eminem. I mean, I grew up with. That was that was my high school. Yeah. Eminem was great. I loved Eminem. I was literally listening to Eminem, his second album, before we got on, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like, no wonder my mom was like, what are you listening to that for?
Yeah. Which one? Was it the Marshall Mathers LP?
Yeah, the Marshall Mathers. That was one, right? Yeah.
Well, the Slim Shady LP was his first one, but I think he had a couple like that were not as well known. But officially, it's like Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers LP.
The one, 99, and then 2000. Which I mean, that's fucking old. That is old. We're getting old, man. We're getting goddamn old, boy.
Rob Perota says, start a petition to cancel this show. Maybe you'll get more subscribers. I'm surprised we haven't been canceled yet.
You know what, Rob? Our viewership went up when you got off our air.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
Listen here. We're three white males. Me, you, and Rob. We can't talk about shit. We're going to get canceled. The minute we hit something positive in our lives, it's going to go, that's it. We're done.
J.R. Cleach says Nirvana. I don't know if we could cancel Nirvana.
Well, I think Kurt canceled himself.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Courtney helped.
Actually, that's an extremely fitting story because, listen, when I was a kid, Nirvana was my favorite band, and Kurt Cobain killed himself, and I kind of said, shit, I got to find a new favorite band because now they're not going to be making any more music. And then everyone else in the world, I got to feel sorry for them because their favorite singer died the first day they knew he existed.
Wow. You know what, man?
First day they hear of Nirvana, and he's their favorite singer, and he dies on the same day.
You know what, though? That's wow. That's deep. Man, that's the deepest thing you've ever said. I've known you for 20+ years.
How's that the deepest thing I've ever said?
You think about that, though. Like, you hear a Nirvana song, you go, I love that, too. You go, he's dead. You go, oh.
No, I'm making fun of these people because as soon as he died, they said he was their favorite fucking artist. They never gave a shit about him while he was alive.
See, but now here's the thing. When I was that age, like I was that, when did he die? 94? 94?
Somewhere around there, yeah. 92 or 94, I can never remember.
I think I was the only kid crying, like at my age group, because I had older cousins that had made me into Nirvana, Offspring, Green Day, a bunch of shit like that. Like I literally loved them. And then all of a sudden, like when we met, Foo Fighters. I don't know how you made fun of my fucking choice of music. We have the same taste.
I don't have the same taste. I don't have the same taste in music. I don't have the same taste in music as you.
Well, fine. If you don't like the Grease soundtrack, you're a typical white male, Adam. That's all I'm going to say about that.
All right, what else do you got?
I got nothing, man. You basically covered fucking everything I wanted to cover.
Okay, well, we're coming in at an hour. Normally go an hour and a half, but we've always said we're going to go an hour. We've got an hour.
We're going to go an hour. Let me just end this with a personal one here. You know what I got to do next Saturday?
Jerk off.
Oh, that'll be fucking 20 minutes after this show. But I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Kessel's 4th birthday. My dog's 4th birthday. I gotta fucking go to a dog party next Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Why are you?
Who else has dog parties? Am I the only guy that has this?
Yeah.
All right, good. I gotta follow the wife, I guess. Basic white girl. I gotta have a 4-year-old, a 4th birthday party for my dog, Kessel.
Have you been having birthday parties every year?
I think she has been. Yeah, I haven't been there because I've been working. But I'm off on Saturday, so I think she bakes him a cake. She bakes the dog a cake.
Is it chocolate?
Wow. That's a dick move, man. Oh my God. No, my dog does not eat chocolate, but there's applesauce and pumpkin stuff in there. Am I the only guy that has to go to a fucking dog's birthday party?
I'm sure you're not. I don't know, man. I guess this is
if not, I'm gonna Eminem my wife.
This is you live a different life. Live a different life than you did a few years ago when we used to hang out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, me too. One more thing, man. Just a little bit of a side note. Walter Gretzky has passed. Wayne Gretzky's dad.
Who is this guy?
Don't.
Who gives a fuck about this guy?
I do. I honestly.
Why? He knew somebody that was famous. Fuck this guy. Nobody cares.
All right. I'm going to say this, and if you do it, I'll drive to North Bay and break protocols.
Whatever.
Walter Gretzky, you were a great man. I do feel sorry.
Why was he a great man? His son did something cool.
Nothing. No, he did a lot for the communities surrounding.
Well, good for him.
Wow. I should have told you this before the show, but I'm gonna punch you after the show. Wow. No, guys, listen, the Gretzky family. My thoughts are with you guys. Avery and Brett, of course. You guys, my thoughts are with the family of the Gretzky family. Do you have anything else you want to say? It's non-Canadian. You stupid little prick.
How am I stupid or prick, and why am I
non-Canadian? Gretzky's dad died.
Who gives a fuck?
I do. He was a great man.
Whatever. I don't care.
You're a white male in his 40s. You don't give a shit about nothing.
I've never given a shit about anything. I don't give a shit about nothing.
It's so true. It's so absolutely true. No, you know what? I don't think I've got anything else. Do you have anything else?
No, man, that's it. Show's coming up in under an hour. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like our fan page like you guys have been doing. We're going to try to get that as high as we can. And our group page, keep liking that one too. Keep sharing stories